This is Will Buchanan reporting for the Walk for Liberty. Today is May 30th, 2008, day 47. I'm walking up this very deserted road toward Kennewick, Washington. Brooke is not walking with me today. John took the Subaru to drive over to SeaTac Airport to pick up his girlfriend Yuka, leaving Brooke and myself with just the RV for a couple days. Brooke drove the RV and dropped me off and then drove up ahead, so I'll meet up with her every couple miles until we finally drive up to our campground near Kennewick at the end of my walk. Stopping to have a lunch break. That's heat disrupting the light from those silos. I've never seen so strong an effect as that before, though. Seems like a prerequisite for living out in the middle of nowhere is having a bunch of junk cars in your yard. This is supposedly a primitive road, although I heard that some towns in Europe are going to the no warning signs model on the premise that then people will be more careful about how they drive. There are lots of little farmhouses dotting the landscape. This field looks like it's ready for planting, or perhaps it's an off-season. One thing that strikes me is how much progress humanity has made over the millennia. But not as the result of one central coercive force planning everything, but as the result of billions of individuals voluntarily interacting, each in their own best interest. Just think of the multitude of individuals who voluntarily work together in order to grow crops in this arid climate. First, there's the irrigation. This is what the land around here looks like with irrigation. And this is what it looks like without. There were individuals who forged the metal, individuals who made it into pipes, truckers who transported them, and people who put it all together. Plus individuals who processed the water and set up the system for delivering it here. Numerous individuals involved in building the components for the tractors and assembling them, as well as all the workers involved in planting, maintaining, and harvesting the crops in the field. And that doesn't even cover the business and sales aspects of the farms. And of course after that, there's all the individuals involved in making the crops into a final product and delivering it to the store. And all of it done through voluntary interaction between those individuals. One of the reasons why people living in America have been some of the most prosperous and productive the world has ever known is that historically they've been the most free to voluntarily interact with each other in any way they see fit. I look forward and I'm working toward the day when individuals will be able to keep more of what they've produced and will be able to interact even more voluntarily than they do now. It's exciting to think how much better and more prosperous our society will be. Individuals always achieve more when they're free to keep what they've produced and to interact voluntarily in the ways they see fit. That's one of the reasons why individuals living in America have been some of the most successful and prosperous the world has ever seen. Since historically, they have been the freest to keep what they produce and to interact voluntarily. I seem to be trapped a little bit. I've successfully stood these dogs down. Maybe they're afraid of the camera. I walked about 10.9 miles today, and here are my coordinates. This is Will Buchanan for blog.walkforliberty.com, signing off.